Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Philly Willy Podcast. And on today's episode, we're just going to talk about my opinion on some things, just some things that are going on with the Eagles. As you know, we didn't have a game this weekend. We played on Thursday, and we have a 10-day stretch until we play again on Monday against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So let's just go into my thoughts and some news and updates that have happened with the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's get into it. All right, so as I said in the beginning, we're going to go over some updates and some things that happened with the Philadelphia Eagles. The first thing that I want to go over, though, is I was watching on YouTube, and I was just watching like some things from the past game that happened. And I might be late on this. I know Lane Johnson is a very, very, very good player, one of our best players of all time. But I was just watching a video of how dominant the offensive line was in this past game. Because, I was just watching it because in my head I thought, we gave up the 4 sacks and stuff, but I heard that Jordan Mailata got the highest grade of any tackle in the NFL ever or something since 2013 or something. And then I saw a video that said about how dominant the Philadelphia Eagles line was. So I watched the video, and the Eagles offensive line is insane. We all know that. This isn't anything new to me. I'm just saying this. But then the guy brought up a point about Lane Johnson. And I just want to say the speed that Lane Johnson gets off of the offensive line, whenever the play starts, it's like he's moving before the ball even moves, but it's so smooth, they can't call a false start. It's insane.
You can see Lane Johnson picks up that back foot and is going before the ball is even snapped. And to me, that's just beautiful. It does not get better than that.
Once again, I might be late to the party. I know he's great, and he's one of my favorite players, but I just never actually looked as close as that video demonstrated it to me. And I can't remember whose video it was. I'll type it in the video. I feel bad for what's talking about the video and not shouting out the person, so I'll shout them out. But yeah. So after that, let's get into this. Some more Eagles news. The Eagles cut Aaron Siposs and they signed Brandon Mann. I've been seeing people have been posting Brandon. I've seen it spelled Brandon. I've seen it spelled Braden. I saw Braden the most, so I'm just going to say Braden Mann. I saw a little article here about him. So this article says the 25-year-old has punted 206 times for 9,362 yards in his career. Mann averaged 45.4 yards per punt over his first 3 seasons. The longest punt of his career was 72 yards coming last year. Mann's best season came in 2022. He registered career's high in total punt yardage. 3,888 yards per punt, 46.9 punt net yards, 3,386 and punts inside the opponent's 20-yard line. He had 27. He was also awarded AFC Special Teams Player of the Week in Week 2 last season. Mann has experience as a kickoff specialist as well, has 67 career kickoffs in his 3 seasons with the Jets. So there's not much news here. It is a little bit of a surprise because, as us Eagles fans, a lot of people we really haven't had that much of a problem with Siposs, so it was a surprise out of nowhere that they cut him. But, they must see something in this other guy, and they must have felt like it was time to move on. So I'm just going to agree with them, and we're going to see how it plays out in this next game. The next thing that I want to get into, I'm going to talk a little bit about the offense. I want to talk about how Jalen Hurts needs to find his confidence. I feel like he's not confident, and like I said before, I feel like it's him and Brian Johnson. They just need to get on the same page, and I also feel like part of the reason also is Jalen Hurts not really playing none of the starters really playing preseason, and then they have 2 games in a 5-day stretch. And, I feel like that's not enough time for teams to adjust to the way that they've been playing defense against Jalen Hurts for his play style. And I feel like that's part of his struggles is he hasn't had that time. Well, he didn't know that the Patriots were going to come out and Bill Belichick was going to throw these coverages at him, and then the Vikings kind of mirrored some of the same things that he did, that the Patriots did. So I'm having a lot of faith that in this 10-day period they're going to be able to go over all of these different coverages. They're going to analyze it. Hurts is going to get used to seeing these kind of coverages, and I believe that this offense is going to start clicking a little bit more. I just believe that it was that little rough start, no preseason, and having 2 games in 5 days, to get the season started. Now it's they got this period where they can just chill out start looking and evaluating what they can do even better and start running through a lot of reps and getting Hurts comfortable with these different coverages and all these different tactics that teams are going to start throwing at him. And then also like with Hurts and them, like I was watching over like highlights of this past game against the Vikings, and I just want to say, like, if this Eagles pass game gets back to anywhere where it was, even close to where it was last year, and I believe that it's going to get good. They're just working out some things. But even if it gets close to where it was last year, the Eagles are the best team in the NFL, and there's no doubt about it. Every single other aspect that they do has been pretty decent. Like, that run game was dominant. Their offensive line is dominant. Their defensive line is dominant, and the secondary did a pretty damn good job. Like, I know the Vikings put up 28 points and everything, but like everything else other than the pass game has really been like decent for us. And I know like it's play calling, but like I feel like as soon as we figure out this pass game, I feel like and we get it rolling, we're going to be the most complete team in the NFL. And I don't think that there's anybody that can do better than we can whenever we have that passing game rolling and we have our offensive line just dominating and having Deandre Swift running behind this line. Then we'll have a Kenny Gainwell coming back, and we got Boston Scott. Like, it's just going to be great. And to go on top of this, I was watching Nick Sirianni's press conference that just happened, and he said in the video, and then I also had the screenshot from Elliott Shore-Parks from his Twitter. Nick Sirianni says not every team has a luxury they have being able to win on the ground and being able to win through the air. And that is 100% true. So once this passing game gets going, like the Eagles are going to have that option to run down the field and just keep on going. Then they're going to be able to pass. Like I feel like there isn't another team like the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFL, and it's just figuring out that pass game and getting Jalen Hurts comfortable. Like I know people probably think, oh, we struggled a little bit. We're not too far off from where we were last year, where we ended last year. Like, this team is right there. They just got to figure that out. Like, they just got to get that passing game going, and everything's going to be fine. I'm going to post another video a little bit later in the week of a preview for the Tampa Bay game. I just want to say I feel like we're going to come out this game with this 10-day stretch that we have, getting all these players rested, getting some players back. I believe that we're going to come out, we're going to play our most complete game. I think we're going to play great defense. We're going to play great offense. I feel like Hurts is going to be comfortable. I feel like it's just going to be a complete game. And with this being said, the Buccaneers are 2-0. I don't really fear them. Baker Mayfield, I'm a fan of him. I know he's decent. He's pretty good. They're 2-0. They got a good defense, but I just feel like the Eagles are going to be able to put it all together, and I feel like it might be a fairly easy game for the Philadelphia Eagles. Another thing that I want to talk about is I want to talk about Budda Baker. As people have been saying, he got like put on the injury list, and it just came out of nowhere with like a hamstring injury, and they think that the Eagles have a chance of being connected with trading for a Budda Baker. So I don't really think that it's really going to happen, but you never know with the Philadelphia Eagles. Crazier things have happened, but I don't think it's going to happen. But I just want to go over like what I think that I would give up for Budda Baker. I think it would 100% be worth it, and the highest that I would be willing to go for with a Budda Baker to trade for him would maybe be a second-round pick, and that's pushing it. I would feel comfortable giving away a third-round pick and getting him in here. He's a great player, and we could definitely use him in the secondary with all these injuries and stuff that have been going on, but I just don't think it's going to happen, and you never know. But yeah, a third-round pick is probably the most that I would give up for a Budda Baker, maybe a second-round pick. It's just we need those picks in next year's draft, and I know we would be getting Budda Baker, but that's just my opinion on it. All right, so that's going to be it for this video. I just wanted to put out a video today because I haven't been able to put one out because of work and then having to do all these other things to do. I just wanted to put out a nice short video going over like what's been going on with the Eagles, my opinion on the Eagles, and just what I think about what's going on with them. Like I say at the end of every video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button, and if you guys want to talk to me about the Philadelphia Eagles, make sure you guys are leaving a comment down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys later in the week with some more videos. Peace.